So we will study the periodic table of that high school today. So I am starting that at present 118 elements are known. How many elements? 118 elements are known, out of which 94 elements occurs naturally. This 94 element will occur naturally and other elements will be man-made. So there will be how much? 6, 18, 24, 28, 24 I am sorry, 24 man-made elements. So you are looking that we have the 118 element and individually we can't study those elements. So we will have the requirement of classification of these elements. So what is the need of classification? Why are we doing classification? That individually we can't study this much of the elements, so based on their chemical and physical property we will group the element and will classify them. So for the ease of studying we will classify the elements. Okay, so you can have the screenshot. I am giving you the time. We will move in the fast way, so that for the ease of studying all those 118 elements, we will classify the elements. So what were the early attempts? So early attempt, that in old time the elements were classified on the basis of metals and non-metals. So in the very beginning the scientists were classified the elements on the basis of metals and non-metals. Then after a scientist came whose name was Daubernier. First was Daubernier, Daubernier's trade. So Daubernier came and given the law of triplet. He given the law of triplet. The meaning of triplet is group of 3 elements. Group of 3 elements, and told that when the elements are arranged in increasing order of atomic mass, increasing order of atomic mass, you will remember. Here is atomic mass. The atomic mass of middle element will be roughly average of other two elements. Means law of triplet, group of three, he told that the atomic mass of that middle element will be the roughly average of other two elements when the elements will be arranged in order of their increasing atomic mass. Can I have the screenshot? So we are studying that our Daubignier trait. So Daubignier trait we are studying, and Daubignier gave only three traits, and those three traits are these. It is the limitation. He was able to give only three traits: calcium, strontium and barium. Miss, for the time you can just listen it. I will tell you how to learn these things. When you will move to the video, you will get that. Miss, it is very simple to learn it. So he told us that suppose lithium will have that atomic mass 7. They will give to you in your exam, and potassium has the 39. So he told that this atomic mass of sodium will be nothing. It is roughly the average of the atomic mass of the other two elements. Atomic mass we should write at the bottom, I think, at the, so it will be 46 upon 2, which will come as 23. So it was the Daubignier trait. So he talked about the atomic mass. So student, I want to tell to you that atomic mass is nothing but the number of proton plus number of neutron. In atom, that electron, proton and neutron will be present. So atomic mass is number of proton and number of neutron, whereas you can say that atomic number is nothing but our number of proton. Quickly have the screenshot. Now we shall move to the limitation of that Daubignier. What was that limitation? That Daubignier, of that Daubignier. So limitation of Daubignier trait. The limitation of that Daubignier trait was he could identify only three traits. It is the limitation, only three traits. Okay. One more thing I want to tell to you, that they can give you question whether Daubignier trait is valid for HENEAR. So you will come to know that this HENEAR, these are the noble gases. Noble gases. So your answer will be no. You will look that He will have 2, it will have 8, it will have 18. So approximately not 18. No, miss, I should not tell to you. Miss, this you can remember. This is HENEAR. No, because noble gas was not known at that time. So helium, neon, argon, these are the noble gases. So this Daubignier trait will be not valid in this noble gases, because at that time that noble gas was not discovered. So Daubeney gave the trade in that 18, 17 and 18, and in 1865 Newland came and gave the Newland law of octave. At the time of that Newland, 56 elements were known. They can ask to you that at the time of Newland, how many elements were known? 56 elements. And Newland started his law of octave from hydrogen. So that first element was that hydrogen, and last was thorium. It is previous year problem that they had asked to you that what was the last element of that Newland law of octave? That was that thorium, which had the 56 number. So this is the Newland. At that time 56 element was present. First was that hydrogen and last was that thorium, which the Newland chosen, and said that he compared the elements with the octave of music, sa re ga ma pa da ni sa. So he compared the elements with the octave of music. Take the screenshot fastly. And gave the Newland law of octave and told that every eighth element will have the same property, as that of the first first element. In the same way, you will remember that every eighth element will have the same property as that of the first element. So you will look in the periodic Newland law of octave, that suppose I am choosing this LINAK. So you know this is 3, this one is 11, this one is our 19. So the recurrence of properties will happen after 8 element. 11 minus 3, 8. Okay. So the meaning was it. Of course, if you are choosing this 2, 10, 18, so you are also looking plus 8 here. So whether the Newland law of octave is present in this here, no, not valid. Noble gas, these are the noble gases. Noble gases were not known at that time of the Newland. So you will remember this, that noble gases will have not the law of octave. Okay, have this screenshot, and next I am moving to the limitation of this. Okay, I am giving this in the quick way now so that you can revise at the end time. And you can slow down the video as well. When you will slow down the video, you can have the things in a slow way. So next we shall study that limitations of that Newland. Limitations of Newland. So you will look that Newland law of octave was valid up to the calcium. It was valid up to the calcium. So in his law of octave, you will look that after calcium the law of octave was not followed. So it was the first limitation. Second limitation, Newland told there are 56 elements, only 56 elements on the earth, and no element will be found in future. So he told that only there are 56 elements. No element will be found in the future. But you are looking today, we have the 118 element. So it was the second limitation. Third, you can say cobalt and nickel. Cobalt and nickel, two elements. This is two element was present together in same slot. It was present in the same slot. Together he had arranged two elements in the same slot. So it was the third limitation. And the next one was that the beryllium and lanthanum, Cla. Okay, so it was the next one, two element to which he had arranged together in same slot. Third one, can I have the screenshot? Third limitation, third was that Fe having same property as that of cobalt and nickel was not present with it. Okay, so Fe was not with cobalt and nickel. You will look that these are the metals, Fe, iron, cobalt and nickel, but Fe was not with this cobalt and nickel. It was situated at the other place. So it was his third limitation. And fourth, you can say that Newland law of octave was valid up to lighter element. Okay, so you will have the question from it. Okay, so can I have the screenshot? Next, look student, it's a NCERT problem that did Daubigner's trait also exist in Newland octave? Your answer will be yes. LiNaK, lithium, sodium and potassium was present in the Newland as well as Daubigner trait. Next we shall move to the Mendeleev's periodic table. So So Mendeleev was that first scientist. In 1869 he came and arranged the elements in a good way. And the credit of that classification of periodic table goes to the Mendeleev, and he is known as the father of periodic table. Please remember this, that the question can be asked in this way also, who is the father of modern periodic table? So your answer will be Moseley. But if the question is asking that who is the father of periodic table, then the answer will be Mendeleev. So what did the Mendeleev do? He chosen hydrogen and oxygen and compared the element with hydrogen and oxygens, hydrides and oxides. So he chose oxygen and hydrogen to check the chemical properties means which metal, not metal, okay, which element making what type of oxides and hydrides, So you will look that elements will react with oxygen, will make hydride, and react with oxygen and will make oxides. So he chosen hydrogen and oxygen and compared the element with them and found the chemical properties on the basis of the oxides and hydrides. Okay. Can I have the screenshot? I am rubbing it. So Mendeleev gave the periodic law. Mendeleev gave the periodic law. Modern periodic law has given by the Moseley, but Mendeleev gave the periodic law. And the periodic law is that the physical and chemical properties of the elements are the function of atomic mass, or are the periodic function of atomic mass. So they were choosing only atomic masses up to the Mendeleev, Daubernier, that Newland and the Mendeleev chosen the atomic mass. Okay, so Mendeleev gave the periodic law. The physical and chemical properties of the elements are the periodic function of their atomic masses. At his time, 63 elements. How many? 63 elements were known at the time of Mendeleev. Okay, I am abbreviating it. You can write full name. Have the screenshot? After that, he arranged the elements in periods and groups. You will look that horizontal rows. Horizontal rows will be called as period. Will be called as period, and vertical columns. Vertical columns will be called as group. Will be called as group. So at the time of that Mendeleev, there were at the time of Mendeleev, there were 7 periods. How many? 7 periods and 9 groups. Look, that 7 periods will be in the modern periodic table as well. But here is the 9 group. In modern periodic table there will be 18 group. So how can you remember this? 9 7 ja 63 elements. So in this way you can remember 9 groups, 7 periods. Can I have this screenshot? After that, we will move to the achievements of the Mendeleev periodic table. What were the achievements of Mendeleev periodic table? So, achievement of Mendeleev periodic table. I am writing in this way, MPT. You can remember this Mendeleev periodic table. No, do not confuse that it is modern periodic table. I am writing that Mendeleev periodic table. So the first achievement was that he left the group for future elements. Very important, very important. The question may be asked to you from here. He left the gap, not group, I'm sorry. He left the gap will be here. He left the gap for future elements like Eka boron, which was further known as scandium. Today it is known as scandium, Eka boron, Eka silicon, and today it is known as your germanium. In the same way, Eka aluminium, and today it is known as gallium. Okay, so it was his first achievement. Eka means one position below. One position below. The meaning of this is important. I'm making star. So it was his first. Have this screenshot. What was his second achievement? He could arrange all 63 elements known at that time. So at that time 63 elements were known, 9 groups, 7 period. He was able to arrange all the elements known at that time was the second achievement. First achievement was that he left the gap for the future element. Mendeleev periodic table helped in the correction of atomic masses. You will look that some atomic masses we could that correct just because of the help of that Mendeleev periodic table. So that Mendeleev periodic table helped in the correction of the atomic masses. Next, one more achievement, when noble gases were discovered. So when noble gases were discovered, it could be placed without any disturbance. So when the noble gases were discovered, it could be placed in the Mendeleev periodic table without any disturbance. So it was the next achievement of the Mendeleev periodic table. First was that he left the gap for Eka silicon, scandium. Not Eka silicon is that your germanium, Eka boron is your scandium, Eka aluminium is your gallium. And second achievement that he was able to that arrange all the elements, 63 elements. Third was that because of that Mendeleev periodic table we could that correct the atomic masses of the elements, and when the noble gases were discovered, he could be placed without any disturbance in the periodic table. So it was the achievements of Mendeleev periodic table. Next student, we shall move to the limitation of that Mendeleev periodic table. So that first limitation of that Mendeleev was that cobalt having higher atomic mass was placed before nickel having lower atomic mass. I have told you cobalt and nickel, remember cobalt and nickel because it will come so many times. So we will look that first limitation was that cobalt having higher atomic mass was placed before nickel having lower atomic mass. So you will look that key in Mendeleev periodic table was that in increasing order of that atomic mass. So if the cobalt will have that higher atomic mass, it should be placed after the lower atomic mass, but it was placed before the lower atomic mass, which was nickel. So it was the first limitation, cobalt having higher atomic mass was placed before nickel having the lower atomic mass. And same in the case of beryllium and indium. Okay, so the same case was present in the case of beryllium and indium. The second limitation was that the position of hydrogen was not fixed. Okay, you will look that key position of hydrogen was not fixed in the Mendeleev periodic table. Till today the position of hydrogen is not fixed. You should that note to it, means the position of hydrogen is not fixed till today as well. in the modern periodic table as well, the position of hydrogen is not fixed. It is said to be as avara element. Miss, you will be a you may have seen the avara students in your high school. It will start from the high school, so you can say that the position of that hydrogen was not fixed. It is said to be as avara element. Okay, so this was the two limitation. Cobalt having higher atomic mass was placed before the nickel having the lower atomic mass, and position of hydrogen was not fixed. The next limitation is very important, and question from here may be asked to you, and that is the third one, position of isotopes. Isotopes was the problem. Okay, that what is first? No, what is isotope? Isotope means, isotopes matlab, the meaning is same atomic number but different atomic mass. So if the elements having the same atomic number and different atomic mass, so it will become, it is said to be as isotopes. For example, you can say that 1H1, 1H2, 1H3. Okay, so these are the isotopes of that hydrogen. It is called as our protium. It is called as deuterium you will use in the nuclear reactors, and it is tritium. It will have the neutron 0, it will have the neutron 1, it will have the neutron 2. So these are the isotopes. Okay, and the position of this was the problem in the Mendeleev periodic table. You will look that these will have the same chemical property, okay, but different atomic mass. So if these have this different atomic mass, it should be placed at the different places. You know that when the elements will be arranged in the Mendeleev periodic table, it will be arranged in order of that increasing atomic mass. So this position of isotopes, 3 isotopes of the hydrogen is present, so it should be placed at the different places, but Mendeleev placed these isotopes at the same position. This was the problem. Okay, you can have this screenshot. After that I am telling the next thing. Okay. So isotopes having similar chemical properties but different atomic mass was not placed at different places. That is, was at the same place. Okay, so that different atomic masses should have different places, but it was placed at the same place in the Mendeleev periodic table, and it was the problem. Okay, take this screenshot. So I have told you that isotopes of that hydrogen is your 1H1, 1H2, 1H3. In the same way, this 6C12, 6C13, this 6C14, these are the isotopes of the carbon. it should be placed at the different places. And you know, polonium have 27 isotopes. So it will be placed at the 27 places. So placing isotopes at different place will make Mendeleev periodic table very long and complex. He hadn't placed them at the different places, it was the problem. And if we will arrange them at the different places, it will become so much long. So it was his third limitation, that position of the isotopes. Have we screenshot? Now come to the fourth one limitation, and the fourth limitation was that he grouped the chemically dissimilar element. Fourth was that grouping of chemically dissimilar elements. If the elements will be dissimilar in the chemical property, they should be placed at the different place, but he grouped them at the same place. Okay, like example, silver and copper was placed with alkali metals. He placed the silver and copper, which is chemically different from the alkali metal, in the alkali metal. It was the problem. So next can be separation of chemically similar element. Chemically similar elements. Okay, like gold and platinum. So gold and platinum had the same chemical property, but he placed it at the different places. So it was the limitation of that Mendeleev periodic table. Now we shall move to the modern periodic table. Mendeleev periodic table is finished here. Come to the one problem given here, that what were the two criteria used by the Mendeleev in creating his periodic table. So that criteria, the two criteria was that similarity in chemical properties with that hydrogen and oxygen, and second was that increasing order of atomic mass. So these were the two criteria used by the Mendeleev. Now we will go to the modern periodic table. Modern periodic table in 1913 was given by the Henry Moseley. Okay, he gave the modern periodic table. Have the screenshot. After that we will talk about the modern periodic table. So modern periodic table in 1913, you are looking, it is 1913, was given by the Henry Moseley, and the things in it are like it, that it's a modern periodic table given by the Henry Moseley in 1913, given by the Moseley. So Moseley give the modern periodic law, and the modern periodic law tells us that properties of the element are the periodic function of their atomic number. Only here is atomic number. Their atomic number. It is nothing, but in place of atomic mass, we just select the atomic number, and it was the best. So modern periodic law has given by the Moseley that property of the element are the periodic function of the atomic number, whereas that periodic law was given by the Mendeleev, that the property of the element was the function of atomic masses. So in the modern periodic table there were 18 groups. There were 18 groups and 7 periods. I have told you periods will be same, and in Mendeleev groups were 9. In modern it will become 2 times 18. Okay. Rub it. I'm sorry. Have the sort, and after that. How we shall move that what are the things present in the modern periodic table. So we are that considering the modern periodic table. Modern periodic table, you guys will look that in modern periodic table there will be the S block element, P block element, D block element, and F block element. So S block in S, what is there? These are the subcells. So electrons will present in the, if the electrons are present, outermost electrons are present in the S cell, it will be S block element. If the outermost electron, what is outermost electron? It is valence electron. We will talk about that. Present in P subcell, then it will be P block element like this. Okay, you will tell. So in S block you guys will look. In S block there are 13 elements. How many? 13 elements. That one is non-metal. One is non-metal, and that is our Avara hydrogen. And 12 are metals. And the S block will be group 1 and group 2. Group 1 and group 2. When you will come to the P block element will have the 31 elements, and in 31 elements there will be metals, non-metals, and metalloids. Okay, so all kind will be present in the P block, and P block will be from group 13 to 18. It will be from group 13 to 18. When you will come to the D block element, it is called as the transition element. What is called as transition elements, and there are 40 elements. There are 40 elements. All are metals. All the 40 elements will be metal, and it will be from group 3 to 12. Whereas F block will have 28 elements, and it is called as our internal transition elements. Okay, so you will look at why this D is called as transition element and this F is called as internal transition element. That when you choose the D block elements, you will look that in the electronic configuration there will be 4s and 3d. 4s and 3d. Your 4s will be filled. This 4s will be filled, and where 3d will be unfilled. So your high level is filled, low level is unfilled. That is why it is called as the transition element. Whereas if you are choosing that F block, F block elements will have the configuration like it. It will be 6s, 5p. I am just considering one example, 4f. So that you will look, this is filled, this one is also filled, and this is unfilled. Of course, F block will have that F subcell unfilled, so F block is that 4F is there. So this 6 and 5 level is the higher level, that is filled, whereas this is inner to inner, so that is why it is called as the internal transition element. I am just giving you idea. Okay, now we shall move to the next thing. Have this screenshot of it. Okay, modern periodic table is important. So we are going to the now you will be able to know all the elements when I will discuss all this. Okay, we are discussing modern periodic table, and we will talk about the periods. There are 7 periods: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so in this there will be 2 electrons, there will be 2, 8, here the rule will be 288. What is all it? It will help you to learn all the periodic table. Just go to the things which I am saying to you. It will have the rule like it: 288, 18, 32 and 32. It is called as our very small period. It is called as our small period. This 2 and 3, small period. It is called as our large period, and this one is called as our very long period. Very large or long period. Okay, so there are 7 periods. Have this screenshot. Now come to the group number 1. We have seen that periods. Now we will talk about the groups. Okay, so first select the S block. S block will have that 2 groups. So first we will talk about the group 1. Group 1, I am saying you to remember in this way: this ली ना का रब से फरियाद. ओके, ली ना का रब से फरियाद मीन्स हाइड्रोजन, लिथियम, सोडियम, पोटेशियम like it. ली ना का रब CS फरियाद. So you know that hydrogen have the atomic number 1 and apply the rule. 1 plus 2, 3 will come. Plus 8, 11 will come. Plus 8, 19 will come. Plus 18, 37. Plus 18, 55. Plus 32, 87. You can check it for the time, but by this way you can miss that, learn and understand all the periodic table I am saying to you. Okay, so this will be there, and it is called as our alkali metals. Group first is called as our alkali metals. Okay, except hydrogen, all will be the metal, and it will have the valency 1. Group will have the valency plus 1. Plus 1 means it will lose the electron. Plus 1. Valency means electrons present in outermost cell. Okay. Now select the group number 2. Group number 2 you will start from here, and it is बे मग का सर बारा. बेमग का सर बारा मीन्स BEMGCASRBARA. So this 1, 2 will come. Okay, 2 will be helium, 3 this will become 4. Hydrogen, helium, lithium, beryllium 4. So 4 plus 8, 12, 12 plus 8, 20, 20 plus 18, 38, 38 plus 18, 56, and 56 plus 32 will give you that 88. Like this you can have the atomic number of all the elements and can learn the elements by this method in the Hindi way I am saying to you. And it is called as our alkaline earth metal. It is called as our alkaline earth metals. Valency means outermost electron. Valency will be plus 2, means it will lose 2 electrons. Plus means to lose electron. Okay, have this screenshot. Now we have seen that in S block there will be 2 group, S1 group and S2 group. Okay, so these were the elements I have discussed about that. And from 3 to 12 there will be D block. I will talk about this D block. First come to this P block. So P block was from 13 to 18. So from 13 to 18, meaning is that here will be P1, here will be P2, here will be P3, here will be P4, here will be P5, here will be P6. Okay. So first we will talk about this boron family. Boron family. So boron family, how will you remember? This ball ga in te. Bal ga in te. Meaning is that BALGAINTL. Bal gain Then boron will have that 5, 5 plus 8, 13, 13 plus 18, 31, 31 plus 18, 49, and 49 plus 32 is your 81, and again when you will add 32 in it, you will get nihonium. You will get nihonium. It is the new element which is discovered, and it has the 130 NH. Okay. For the time you can ignore this. So this you will remember. So it is our boron family, this 13 one. Okay. Valency will be plus 3. Valency means that outermost electron present in the outermost cell. So that P1 will be 13 group, and this is called as our boron family, ball guide tail. Okay, I'm rubbing it. Now move to the P2. This P2 means कहे शिव जी सुने पार्वती. ओके, कहे शिव जी सुने पार्वती. CSIGESNPB. Okay, carbon is 6 plus 8, 14 plus 18 plus 18. Like this you can go. I think the things I have told to you. And the valency of it will be plus 4. Plus means to lose the electron. Have this screenshot. Now we will move to the P3. P3 will be our na pass sub बीमार. न पास सब बीमार. This N P A S S B B N. 7 plus 8 plus 18, like it you can move. You will note down this. The valency of this 15 group means P3 valency may be plus 5 or minus 3. Plus means to lose the electron, so it can lose 5 electron or it can accept. Accept means minus 3 electrons. Okay. Now pass 2 to 4, 5. Okay. I am ignoring the new element discovered since it is not present in your course. So I am having this P3. Up to P3 we have reached. Now talk about this P4. This P4 is our old style से TPO. Old style से TPO. Old style से TPO means oxygen O S Se Te PO. Old style से TPO means this 8 plus 8 16, like it will move on. Plus 18, all this. Valency means that electrons present in the outermost shell. Plus 6 or minus 2. Plus means to lose, minus means to accept. Now move to the P5. P5 is known as our halogen group. It is 70. Is called as our halogen group, most reactive. This F this you can write Fakal Bariat. Fakal Bariat. Fakal Bariat means FClBriat. Fluorine will have that 9 plus 8 plus 18, it will go like it. Okay. Now I am moving this P6. P6 will be Hini Arkar Ziran. Hini Arkar Ziran. Hini Arkar Ziran means helium, neon, argon, krypton, Ze, Xc, R. Hini Arkar Ziran. And it will have the valency plus 7 or minus 1. Halogen group will have the valency plus 7 or minus 1, whereas when you will move to the 18, this is called as our noble gases. This is called as our noble gases, as I have discussed in the some time before of these things. Okay, valency will be 0. That is why it is also called as our 0 group. Now let us talk about D block. That you know, this is your S1, this one is your S2. So I have told to you that D block will be from 3 to 12. 3 to 12 means 1, 2, this 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And from 13, boron P block will start. Okay. 3 means your D1, 4 means D2, 5 means D3, 6 means D4, 7 means D5, 8 means D6, 9 means D7, 10 means D8, 11 means D9, and 12 means D10. For the time you can remember, S will have maximum 2, P will have maximum 6, D will have maximum 10, F will have maximum 14. And to remember the elements of that D block, since D and F block is not present in the high school, it will be in that 11th class. So for the time you can remember that elements present in the D block, I am giving you the trick. Okay. You will start after the calcium is 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Isn't 7 period will be there after calcium? Halina Ka. This is K will be there. So after calcium you will start, and that is science teacher Vinita Kriplani मन फेंको नी क्यों झगड़ती हो. After that यारी जरा निभा मौत तक रुकावट राह में पड़े तो आग में कूद. After that means ला half tablet white red orange इधर प्लेट में आलू हलवा. So you can go to the that symbols present in your D block and can remember this thing. I will suggest you to remember in the Hindi way. Okay, so it will become easy for you. So it was that your D block element. Now student, move to the means that how will we able to find out the elements in that periodic table. Now is the time to tell you that what is the way of finding. Suppose we want to find out the 50, means for that what will you have to remember? This first one and 0, 18, 0 or 18 group you will remember. This is nothing, Alina ka Rab se Faryad. This is He Near Kar Ziran, and this is 1, 3, this 8, 1 plus 2 plus 8 plus 8 plus 18 plus 18, like this I have told to you. Means here 2 plus 8, 10 plus 8, 18 plus 18 plus, and that plus 18, then 32 plus 32. This is the last element Oganson. Okay, it's a new element. It is the last element, and having, you are looking that having the atomic number 118. So suppose problem is we want to find out the 52 elements group and period. Okay, suppose the question is saying that find out the group and period of the 52th element. Okay, so you will look that 52, it is near to this 54. So 54, here will be 53, here will be 52. And I have told to you that it is nothing but our P6. It is P6. Here will be your P6 and P6, and this is P5. This one is your P4, isn't? And P4, the meaning is what? This is 18, 17 and 16, isn't? 52 will be in the 16th group, will be in the 16th group. And period, if you want to find out, this 1, 2, 3, 4, this is in the 5. So the 52th element will be in the 5th period and 16th group. Okay. In the same way, let us consider one more example. Okay. One more example I am considering. Suppose we want to find out the 44th element. 44th element. Period and group. So 44, where it is? It is near to this. Okay. 37, this 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43 and 44. Okay. Less space is there, but you can understand, I think. 37, 38 will be in the what? This is 1S, this is S2, this one is your D1, this is D2, this is D3, this one is D4, this one is D5, this one is your D6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So the group is coming 8th group. And period, how will you find? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And period will become 5. Getting? In the same way, we can consider one more example. Suppose the question is saying to us to find out the 57th element. 57th element. And 57 will be where? It will be here somewhere. 56 and 57. This is 1S, this is S1, this one is S2, this one is our D1. Means 1, 2, 3. 3. It will be present in the 3rd group. Period will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6th period. I think now you can easily find out that where the elements are present, and means that whole periodic table you can learn through this way. In the Hindi way you can learn all the periodic table. I want to tell you this: after 57, from 58 to 71, there will be lanthanide series, and lanthanide series will be from, and it will be in the F block. F block will have the lanthanide and axonite series. That you will study in the 11th class. Don't be bothered about that. Only this much in your course. So we can write down the periodic table in this way. You know that S1 group, S2 group, Halina ka rab se faryad, S2 Bemak ka sarbara, then D1 to D10 means 3 to 12, there will be D block. The way of learning I have told to you. For the time you can ignore that, but if you are remembering, that will be very helpful to you. Now from 13 to 18, there will be P1, P2, this is 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, and this one is your 18 up to P1, P2, P3, P4, P5, P6. There will be from 13 to 18 P block elements, and I have told to you that in P block elements there will be metals, non-metals as well as our metallites. So where are the metallites present? I am saying this is here somewhere. Okay. Here and here. Okay, try this. There will be one element there, here one, here two, here is your one element. I'm sorry, this PO will be not there. PO will be not there, it will be 80. Okay, I'm sorry, you will not search that. So this is called as our metallites. This will be our metallites. Okay, and on the left side of this metallites, on the left side of that metallites, there will be all metals except hydrogen. Except hydrogen, all elements will be metal. And from the right side of that metallites, you will have non-metals. We will have non-metals on the right side. On the right side, here is the left side. And you know that lanthanide and actinide F block elements will be present in the group 3. For the time you can learn. And lanthanide and actinoids will be present here from 58 to 71 and 90 to the 103. You can ignore this. No, it is not in your high school. So student, what is the way of learning to that metallites? I am saying that भोले शिव ऐसी तेरी आत्मा जिए सब. So from this you can that learn that from Bole means B, Shiv, SI, SE means Shiv, AS, this is T, this G is there. Bole Shiv G will be there. Okay, I'm sorry, here will be Shiv G. So GE. बोले शिव जी ऐसी तेरी आत्मा जिए सब. B, SI, G, AS. Something is going wrong, right? It was correct, student. I was confusing. Okay, so I'm sorry. So बोले B, SI, SE, AS. Teri TR, it will not come in the series, but that complete will be there. TR, Atma, AT, GA, JE, GE, SB is sub. Sub means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I think it will be easy to learn you in this way, and you will note down one thing, that in period 4 and 5 there are two metallites. There are two metallites. Okay. Now we will talk about the atomic radius. Atomic radius or size. Radius you can say or size. Okay. So student, that when you will go from left to right, your atomic size will decrease. Atomic size will decrease. And when you will go from top to bottom, your atomic size will increase. Atomic size will increase. Okay. Suppose I am considering this FClBrI. Okay. So it will be the biggest one. It will be the biggest one. And NPASSB, now pass sub. So this one will be the smallest one among this. Smallest among this. Okay. In the same way, if I am saying that science teacher Vinita Kriplani, so you are going from top to bottom. You have seen that this will be the biggest. From top to bottom, that atomic size will increase biggest, and this will be smallest. But you are going from left to right here. When you will read that periodic table, you will look that it is from left to right. So left to right, atomic size decreases. So this one will be the biggest, and this one will be the smallest among these. Okay, so at the time we are choosing only this one element. So among these elements, this one will be the biggest, this one will be the smallest. Since from left to right, that atomic size will decrease, from top to bottom atomic size will increase. Okay. Student, note down one thing, that after 16 group, atomic size start increasing. What? After 16 group, it is that exception, you can say that atomic size increases after the 16th group. What is the meaning? That suppose I am considering CN, O, F and here Ne. This is what? This one is your group number 18. This is group 17. This is group 16. This one is group 15. This one is group 14. So you will look that from here to here, that atomic size decreases. Of course, when you will go from left to right, that atomic size will decrease. But after 16th group, what you will look, that from here this atomic size will start increasing. From here to here, atomic size start increasing. You can go to the periodic table and can look that the atomic radius of this is your 65 picometer and this is your 60 picometer. So from here to here, that atomic radius is decreasing. But when you will check the radius of that F, you will look that atomic radius of this will come 147 picometer and the atomic radius of this will come 154 picometer. You can check from the periodic table. And so you are looking after 16 group, that size should decrease, but it is not decreasing. It is increasing. So you will note down this. This is due to the repulsive force. This is due to the repulsive force, means when electrons start completing in cell, the repulsive force force increases. So when this electrons will complete these octave of that cell, the repulsive force will increase, and when the repulsive force will increase, it will separate the size. So it will become big. So you will note down this. And one more thing I want to tell to you, that from left to right and top to bottom, left to right and top to bottom, in the both case, your atomic size, atomic number I am saying, not size, atomic number always increases. Whether are you going that from left to right or top to bottom, your atomic number will always increase. Whereas if you are going from left to right, that left to right metallic character what decreases, isn't that on the right side of that metalloids there are non-metals, so when you will go from left to right, metallic character will decrease. Whereas if you are going from right to left, that metallic character increases.